Don't waste your time listening to crappy headphones. You deserve better than what's in the box. With the Clarity HD headphones, listen your way, Bluetooth, analog, or digital. Find yours at PLUGHITZLive.com/monster.
Hey guys, Scott here with PLUGHITZ Live, part of the Tech Podcast Network. We are here at CES 2017 at the Faraday Future booth, and I'm here with Nick, and right behind us is the vehicle that you guys announced on Tuesday, or showed off for the first time fully on Tuesday. It's a fascinating looking vehicle. Of course, the important thing is there's a lot of cars. Where do you guys fit in?
Well, I would say we don't fit in anywhere compared to the current cars. We're something new and something different, and we're trying to fill a place, need in society. Though our world is changing, it's been changing now. We've all become more digital, more connected, and our lives are different to what it was 10 years ago. But our cars are still what they were 100 years ago. So we need to change that. And this is the first of a new species, the first of its kind, first to start looking at how to be different in the future. It's not going to be the total solution now, but this is the beginning of a new path to a new era. And really this car breaks down into two areas. There's the basic normal car parts, and then there's also the new parts, the fact that it's connected, it's seamlessly integrated with the rest of your life, so that whether you could be doing something at home, you could continue doing that in the car and then continue at work, or you could be watching a movie at home, car, on your phone. You could be watching a ball game. It doesn't matter, it seamlessly integrates. Your schedules are there without asking for them, they're just seamlessly available. Anything you want, your music, whether it be at home, it can be available in the car. So the connectivity is a huge part of it. And then we boil down to the car itself. If we compare it with other cars, it's what we showed on Tuesday night was its incredible performance. It doesn't.
I was going to say there was a video before you unveiled it that I think a lot of people saw online, where it was partially covered and it was a race. It was you guys and a couple other cars, and I mean this thing really kicks.
It certainly does, and not only did we show the video, but live on Tuesday evening, we had it race against Bentley, a Ferrari, two different Teslas, a Tesla Model X and a Tesla Model S, and it beat the lot of them. And our new world record for electric vehicles is 2.39 seconds, 0 to 60. And that is insane. That is faster than nearly all supercars and hypercars.
I was going to say, that's faster than regular cars, which is not even like electric cars. Everybody's like, oh yeah, it's an electric car, it does well for an electric car, but you guys are just killing it across the board.
Yeah, and not only that, it's got a tremendous efficiency and range. This car would do over 378 miles on the EPA cycle, where other cars are doing barely get 300 miles for the best of them, Tesla. Others are doing under 100 miles, and we're 378 miles. So range anxiety, people worried whether they need to charge or not, just goes away.
That's fantastic, because, you know, especially when the EVs first started to come around, there was a lot of concern over the distance. That was the number one concern. It sure sounds like you have put that to rest there.
We certainly have, and not only that, we don't compromise on any of the things. We don't make it look ugly. It's a beautiful car. We don't make it uncomfortable. It's most luxurious interior. It's beautifully designed on the inside, and it's got enough room for me to almost lay down in the back of the car behind somebody my height driving it. So it's got a tremendous room inside, which you could say, well, that's going to be an expensive car, isn't it? And yes, this isn't going to be something for the average person. But the technology that we built this on is a technology we showed at CES last year. The VPA platform underneath for the car is variable and modular. Our battery pack can be easily changed in size. We have several motors in the car. We want a less powerful car that doesn't need to do 2.39 to 60. We can just put less motors in, make it smaller, make it more efficient, make it to the people who want a lower price point and deliver cars to the mass market rather than just the elite extreme.
And I love that idea that, you know, it's not just a very super specialty car. You want it out in the wild.
That's right, and we really want to make a difference to everybody. So this is just the first of many, and we will deliver products to the market that's going to completely change the way people use and drive vehicles.
Now, we talked about the design, and one of the things that I noticed is that there don't appear to be any door handles. That was like the first thing I noticed watching the video from the announcement and standing here. There's no door handles. So how do we get into it?
How do you get into it? There's a number of ways. One way is it will recognize who you are when you go up to it, because so many of us, as I just said now, are digital and connected. We all carry our phones around with us. Well, instead of needing a key or a key fob in my pocket, I just need to have my phone in my pocket. The car will recognize and understand who I am, and if it's my car, if it's even somebody else's, I can on my phone have my FFID so that it understands and knows me. So not only does it open the door when I walk closely to it, the seat will adjust to my seating position. The air conditioning will be to mine. My music will be already playing, and my morning music will play in the morning, and my evening music in the evening, because it knows what I like. So my FFID constantly gets updated. It's held in the phone and on the cloud, so it's then able to adapt and change the car to my personal settings. So that's one way it can get in. But perhaps my phone has gone dead because I've been using it too much. Well, if that's the case, then I can go up and I can look at an area on the side of the car where there's a display screen, and just above the display screen there's a camera that will do iris and facial recognition, so it can recognize who I am, and even without anything on me, it will let me in.
That's great. Now, obviously the vehicle is fascinating in design. It's unlike anything else that's not a showroom prototype, and this is the model, right, as it will eventually ship.
That is the model that we will be shipping next year in 2018. We've got this beautiful looking one here that you can all see, but we've got a number of other vehicles that are out testing and getting ready for production.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today.
That's okay. It's been a great pleasure.
For continuing CES 2017 coverage, stay tuned to PLUGHITZlive.com.